If you do not like the Bible, you are not going to like this challenge at all. The appropriate response to authority is immediately and completely, right? So where do we see that? We see in Scripture, it says, he that spareth his rod hateth his son, but he that loveth him chasteneth him betimes. That word betimes means early and often. And you know what I told him? I don't have a plan for closing the sales. Like asking me what my plan is for closing the sales would be like asking somebody, so what's your plan for tying your shoes? What does that mean? I don't need a plan for tying my shoes. I don't need a plan for closing sales. Closing sales is something I do. Here's how you want to create a lead generation headline. You warn them away from pain, and then they trust you. Then you deliver something to them that's so good that when they get it, they're like, oh, wow, this is some of the best stuff I've ever gotten. They gave it to me for free. And then they think, my goodness, did this person help me this much for free? How much will they help me if I pay them? Is it okay if I coach you, Zelda?
Yeah.
Over a 10-year time period, you increased their revenue by $600,000 and you only charge them $3,500. You should have been able to charge them at least $60,000 for that. But if you would have charged them $60,000, would you have found resistance? Yes. Yeah. Here's why you would have found resistance. Given any challenge before, because I just thought of it this week, it's going to help some of you make money this week. See, what a lot of people don't realize, they think, well, if I raise the price, I'm going to make less sales. No. If you raise the price, you're actually going to make more sales. You probably have some complainers out of those 10 people who bought it for $10. You raise the price to $4.97, you won't have any complainers. They go away. And I've got a gold mine for all of you who teach anything on any subject, how to be one of the best teachers, coaches, trainers in your industry if you'll learn these 4 levels of teaching or these 4 levels of learning.
How do I make $100,000 a month by the end of this year?
Like, let's get straight to the point. I want $100,000 a month by the end of the year. So what you have to have is you have to have a large enough market with the ability to pay. Juanita, talk to me, sister.
How to transition from a nonprofit mentality to a more for-profit mentality when you're so used to giving and helping and supporting.
Understand this. The heart follows the pocketbook. If they don't pay you, they're not going to do the work. Jesus said, where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. So you got to make them put their treasure in your offer, so their heart's in it. My goal is to get you to the place when you get ready to operate your business, you can operate from a place of mastery, not from a place of trying to remember what Myron said. It cost you $880,000 last year to not know how to make $1 million. If I can show somebody else how to make $1 million in a day, how many of you believe you're smart enough that I could show you how to make $1 million in a whole year? Are you going to pay Myron to learn how to make $1 million, or are you going to pay life for not knowing?